In the meantime, Nigerian brand expert and record label executive Steve Babaiko has warned that the Nigerian showbiz practitioners should not repeat the same mistake of treating culture, which is our main export in content, either through music or movies or fashion, like the country treated oil many years ago. During a session at the 2025 edition of the Nigerian Entertainment Conference Live, Babaiko insisted that the country must be strategic about how it treats the current cultural exposure it's getting globally and must realize that the hustle mode, which got the industry global attention, may not be enough to take it to the next level.
The hustle culture in Nigeria, like I said, it's a default setting for us. We always try to get our hustle on, achieve our goals. But when you look at the creative space, the creative genius of Nigerians has built what has now become a global industry. Talking about Nollywood, talking about Afrobeats, talking about advertising or whatever. But it is time for the government to meet Nigerians halfway to help us build the infrastructure, because without the infrastructure, we're just going to be building stuff that foreigners will come and capitalize on. And I'll give you an example. Today, if a Burna Boy has a show in a 40,000 capacity stadium anywhere abroad, Burna Boy will have made money, which is good for him as a Nigerian, but we are leaving so much money on the table because there's so much that goes into filling that stadium and all of the economy that's now Burna Boy is helping other countries to build their economy, because you see, some taxi drivers are going to convey people to the venue of the show. Some food sellers are going to sell food. Some drinks sellers are going to sell drinks. People are going to make money off merchandise. People are going to make money off several other things. So you can imagine if those shows were happening in Nigeria, there will be much more contribution coming from the entertainment sector to the overall macroeconomy than we currently have. So those are the issues that we need to discuss. But how can Burna Boy perform here if the venues are not ready? If the security is not in place, if all of the other infrastructure that will help make his show much more grand, like we always see in those videos, happen. So those are the things that I think we need to do. The government is doing a lot, but they still need to do a lot more to make it happen. But again, if you look at it, even if you talk about the macroeconomy, because all of those are macroeconomic issues, now you see, with what this government has done, and big shout out to the central bank, I think they've been able to stabilize what was our biggest nightmare if you look at 2 years back, meaning the exchange rate. So the exchange rate is stable now. Now you can see inflation beginning to come south. Now the overall implication of that is that if we are able to do this and do it long term, that is to say, we marry the fiscal discipline that is required for us to maintain sanity in the fiscal side of things, and we marry it with the discipline that I see the central bank applying in the monetary side of things. So you see now that there will be much more synergy and control, and that will lead to overall well-being for Nigeria, which means in the long term, in the medium to long term, Nigerians will be able to now afford more things. And if they can afford more things, they can go to the cinema, and watch more movies. They can now download, they can buy artists or buy merchandise and do. But without even that healthy economic landscape that is urgently required, we still won't be able to get there.
NECLIVE 2025 became a converging port for serious conversations within the Nigerian creative circle, with conversations around creative enterprise, digital economy, partnerships and funding. There was also a musical performance from gospel singer Gaze Baba.
That's why